All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Salt Lake City Elks.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. Set. 30 base. No. Six guys. Check six guys. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the score. Runs in. Snap.
Throwing on first down. McGill trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. Black 22. Green Crevasse. Green Crevasse.
They go play action. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. To try again after the sack. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. He completes it to Henry. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, McGill. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back to you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Winston. His throw incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Flush to his right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. 7-7, our score after one.
Ready? White 25. 50. Come on. Sunday. Flip it. Let go.
Winston now from the 50. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Check. Check 25. Tighten up. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This will be caught by Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Oh, you got D? 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Go. Ready?
From the gun, McGill. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, Orvin. 53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. X3. 218, chop. Hey.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Look at me. Zip.
To throw on third down, McGill. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Keep it up. Under 10. Who's off Porker?
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Let's get off the field, please. Let's get off the field.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Out. Back. Fair. Go.
Here's a run with Balazs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Jim. Watch out. Our team spell.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
60 outlaw. Whip. Watch the whip. Big ass. Watch the twist. Hey, switch gears.
McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Go.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jameis now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing. Winston. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Jameis now on first down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Winston now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
Play fake. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
General West. Get wide. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Break. 53, Mike. Miley, 64, weak. Check 4, check 4. Smith.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. You got tape. You got tape. Five. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. Check 24. Check 61. Matchbox lights. 99. Watch twist. Leo. 5.
To throw on second down, McGill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Check 26. Check 31. Slam. Go. Hit it.
Throwing on third and long. McGill finding room inside the 40. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the ship. Hey, Sam off. Watch the ship. Get it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Kill. Check. Crunch. Check 3. Look at me. Go. Let go.
They run it with Balaj. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting in. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. You draw quarters.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, London.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
53 is the mic. Let him know.
Shoot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Gano's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready. Green,
Winston to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 53, Mike, 53. Know your job. Now.
Following the fumble recovery, McGill, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Watch it. Alert flare.
Fire.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.